Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs, and in today's tutorial we're going to focus on banner design. Now I know banners have been around since the 1.8 release of the game, so they are kind of old news, but a lot of people have said they really like the way I design banners, so I figured I would share my top 5 tips and tricks for how to design banners in Minecraft, and I would show you guys some of the banners you're going to see regularly in my Minecraft series. The first tip may seem kind of weird, but here it is. Don't design your banner in Minecraft. It's a little bit fiddly, even if you're in creative mode, and there are websites which allow you to design banners without actually creating them. Planet Minecraft has a good one at planetminecraft.com/banner, but the one I use is at minersneedcoolshoes, which is needcoolshoes.com/banner. With these banner editors, you can easily choose layers and colors. You can see your banner as you create it on the left hand side over here. You can see the recipe for it in the middle, and you can move or change the layers around without having to delete them all and start again, which is absolutely essential. Tip number 2 is to create something with a strong theme or colour scheme. If the banner is going to represent you, then it should resemble either your Minecraft skin or something to do with your base or something that people can instantly recognise as being yours. And to demonstrate this, I'm going to show you how I created the banner that I currently use on the 5th choice server. It's meant to look like my jumper, which kind of has a set of stripes on it that are blue, light blue, and white, and the blue kind of knits in with the black, so I used a black base layer and then a blue brick pattern over the top. You can see that the recipe there is pretty simple. Now all you need to do is add some striped lines like that, and then add vines and a border around the outside. Where's the border? There it is, like that, and that creates something that looks like the sleeve of my jumper, which is something people will instantly recognise as being Pixlriffs. Tip number 3 is to keep your banner design survival friendly, which means only using 6 layers, or 7 if you count the base layer. That's 6 patterns on top of your basic blank banner. And if you add an extra layer in an editor like needcoolshoes, it will tell you the banner design won't be available without the use of commands beyond that point. So this red line will appear and will tell you when you've gone over the limits. Now you can use commands to spawn in a banner with as many designs as you want, but of course you won't be able to do that in survival unless you're an admin, and the amount of limitations that you have with 6 layers will actually force you to come up with some really interesting designs. Another important component of keeping your designs survival friendly is avoiding using items which are going to be expensive or difficult to obtain. This mainly means wither skulls, notch apples, and creeper heads. Now, wither skulls are obviously going to be farmable, and you can farm gold if you want a notch apple, but personally, I find the apple design, the Mojang logo, does not look that great on a lot of banners unless you just want to have something really expensive on your banner. Creeper heads you can only get by exploding charged creepers near other creepers, which is a very difficult thing to do in survival, so I recommend either getting a charged creeper farm together with your friends or only building designs like this in creative, which is kind of a shame because I think the creeper head can be used in a lot of really interesting designs. For example, the one that I showed you in the introduction, if you got a yellow oxeye daisy and you add a creeper pattern on top of that, it kind of looks like this really cool animal head, which I really like, but I haven't been able to use in any of my designs so far because creeper heads are really hard to get. Tip number 4 is a really important one, and that is to learn to use negative space. Now this is a really weird kind of term, but is best illustrated by placing a diamond pattern on here and then placing an oxeye daisy pattern over the top. You'll notice that the oxeye daisy actually gets obscured by the background because it's the same color as the base layer, and it changes the diamond shape into something that is way more interesting and isn't available as one of the basic patterns on the right. So what you're doing there is creating negative space within the banner, creating this kind of blank layer that merges into the background but creates a really cool shape on top of it. One of my favourite examples of negative space in my own banner designs is the banner from the Democratic Republic of Mushroom from Decidedly Vanilla Season 1. With this, I added a grey stalk and a red cap. I wanted the cap to have white spots like mushrooms do, so I added a white brick layer. That doesn't affect the rest of the banner because it's already white, but it adds white spots to the cap and, unfortunately, the stalk, but there wasn't really anything else I could do about that. Next up, adding a white vine layer also doesn't affect the rest of the banner except for the top here, which it's changed the shape to look like a mushroom cap. After that, all I needed to do was add in a stripe of green and one of these wiggly brown lines at the bottom, and that made it look like it was standing on a block of grass. The 5th and final tip is to experiment, and I know this seems like an obvious one again, but there are some designs that I would never have come up with if I hadn't just been playing around. Now, this is an interesting one. This is the one I use for the Ender Fort and Decidedly Vanilla radio station on the first season of DV, and this one I honestly thought that the white layer would completely obscure the black layer when I added it to the design, but it turns out that it leaves these fantastic like pale grey lines and makes this really intricate design by overlaying the Oxeye Daisy over the top that you couldn't make any other way. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name has been Pixlriffs, and I hope this tutorial has inspired you to go out and create your own awesome banner design in Minecraft with these tips and tricks. But if you're still stuck for a few ideas, then don't worry, I am here to help. If you head over to my Patreon page at patreon.com/Pixlriffs and pledge to donate $4 a month, I will design you a banner. You will have your very own Pixlriffs designed banner that you can use in your Minecraft survival world. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like on it if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tutorials, Minecraft videos, and other fun stuff. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Certain banners still look fantastic with shields, but they obviously haven't done anything to change the orientation of the image on a shield, so it's still going to lose a little bit of detail in the banner, and some of them won't look too good at all.